Let me quickly talk to you about business loans for bad credit instant approval. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome City Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous. If you were to ask me, if you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka. Now let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about business loans for bad credit instant approval. Number 10, folks, we have national funding. Our score, 7 over 10. So when you think about national funding, you're looking at a loan range of $5,000 to $1 million. And if you have a FICO score that is between 500 and 669, they'll take care of you. And also, in some cases, they might approve you if you have poor credit. In other words, you have a FICO that goes from 300 to 579. The most important thing for national funding is the profitability of the business. Okay, if you are in a sector that is profitable, if you have financials that are solid, it's really important because then they might actually overlook your personal credit. One thing I want to say with national funding is that they will work with you no matter the industry you're in, and they pay attention to a few things before when they analyze your business loan application. They look at your annual revenue, the profitability, your current debt obligation. This is important. Cash flows are critical. I just mentioned that, your cash inflows and cash outflows, because at the end of the day, it's all about your ability to repay the loan, right? And they will look at your credit history also, of course, and your business plan. So make sure that when you apply with national funding, you have you beef up your business plan. You have a compelling business plan that is replete with unique value propositions, marketing strategies that talks about your leadership team, your revenue and profit models. This is very important. National funding, our score, 7 over 10. Number 9, folks, we have a Blue Vine. Blue Vine is kind of cool, and our score is 7.5 over 10. So Blue Vine is really well known when it comes to business lines of credit, but they also provide, in some cases, business loans. And if you have very poor credit, they will still consider you. And one thing you need to understand is that they provide a maximum loan amount of $5 million, depending on the industry. And they also have business lines of credit of up to $250,000. Okay. And one thing I want to say here is that the Blue Vine is really good in terms of looking at the totality of criteria that you have. So if you have poor credit, let's say you have poor credit, your score is between 500 to 669 or even lower than 500. They will look at your financials. So make sure you have also a business plan. Make sure that you talk about the leadership, you talk about projected financial statements, not just your current financial statements, but you also want to mention where you see the business 5 years from now, or 6 months from now, or 1 year from now. So Blue Vine, 7.5 over 10. Number 8, folks, we have Biz to Credit. Our score, 8 over 10. So we love the fact that Biz to Credit gives you a constellation of loan options. This is very important. And this is a platform that helps small business owners that have a poor credit find the funding that they need. This is important. So when we talk about Biz to Credit, we're talking about loans, but most importantly, we're talking about business lines of credit and merchant cash advances, okay? And the maximum loan amount is $5 million. And of course, this depends on the transaction. It depends on the industry you're in. This is important. And we love the fact that loans come from a network of financial institutions, and borrowers are matched with loan options, and you have a wide range of loans. So this is not a direct lender. This is a marketplace lenders. And we love the fact that Biz to Credit, they have a team in place that will work with you. So once you submit your application, they'll basically see what kind of loan offer will suit your application better. And please, same thing. Make sure that you talk about your business profitability. You talk about revenue. You talk about projections for sales. Okay, not just about your credit score. So this is really important. Number 7, folks, we have Credibly. Our score, 8.5 over 10. So if you have high revenue, Credibly is a great place for you to be. Okay, their minimum credit score is 500. And this is available to businesses at least 6 months old, okay? And they offer up to $400,000 and this is really good, and you get the funds as soon as possible. Actually, in some cases you might get the fund the same day, so this is really good. Okay, and just make sure that you have revenue of at least $15,000 per month. Okay, so this is a great option if you have revenue. If you have a solid revenue, this is really good. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that there is a drawback here. So you have daily or weekly repayments, and the APR can go as high as 45%. But again, it comes with the territory. Okay, so when you think about Credibly, I want you to think about a lender that will work with you on different business loans for bad credit. Of course, you have working capital loan, business expansion loan, business line of credit, SBA loan, merchant cash advance, equipment financing, invoice factoring, SBA PPP loan. Now, it really, and they do charge though. They do charge a 2.5% origination fee in addition to whatever fees you have. Okay, this is how they make money. But at the end of the day, this is a great lender to actually look at. And they have a great team there too. We love the fact that their team will actually work with you to make sure you get the loans and that you have all the right context to repay the loan. Number 6, folks, we have Lendio. Our score 8.5 over 10. So if you are a startup owner, a startup founder with bad credit, you might want to consider Lendio because they do have a constellation of business loans for poor credit, instant approval. Okay, and what we love the fact is that they have a minimum credit score of 560. The application takes just 15 minutes and instant approval for qualified applicants. Okay, and the thing here is that they want you to have at least $50,000 or more in annual revenue, and funding can take 1 to 2 weeks if you don't have all the required paperwork, and loan terms of only 1 to 2 years. So with Lendio, they're very I would say they're very strict when it comes to the loan tenor. But again, if you only need the cash for 1 or 2 years and you know that your business will do better in 24 months, then go with Lendio. Okay, so Lendio, when you think about it, it's a small business lending marketplace, and they've been around for 10 years now, and they will match you with more than 75 business lenders. Okay, so you have the options here. So what will happen is once you apply, they will basically match you with their network of lenders, and you will receive multiple offers. Now it's up to you to choose the right offer or whatever works for you. But yeah, Lendio is pretty good. 8.5 over 10. Number 5, folks, we have PayPal. Our score 9 over 10. So PayPal is kind of cool for a short-term loan. The only thing here is that we love the fact that their loan terms are for bad credit, poor credit, doesn't matter. And they have terms between 13 and 52 weeks. Okay, your minimum credit score to receive a loan is 500. In some cases, they might go all the way to 450. And funding can happen as soon as the next business day. In some cases, even the same day, even instantly. Okay. What we love is that, so the pros, 500 to 550 minimum credit score, loan terms between 13 and 52 weeks. You can receive the funds instantly. And the cons, you must have business revenue of at least $42,000 per year, okay? And no financial benefit for paying the loan off early, as the full fee is due at payoff, and this is not available for startups. The thing is that with the PayPal, you need to be a customer, okay? So PayPal is an online payment system that offers a short-term small business loans for bad credit instant approval called Loan Builder, okay? So this loan is also known as a PayPal business loan. And so one thing I want to say here is that PayPal, you got to be a client, and they will look at your transactional revenue. They will look at your transactional flow to see if you are making money, and based on that, they will approve you. So they based their underwriting decision on your transactional flow, on your transactional history with the platform. So number 5, PayPal, 9 over 10. Number 4, Rapid Finance. Our score 9 over 10. So when we talk about business loans for bad credit instant approval, here is a serious contender, okay? And they will fund you between $5,000 and $600,000, okay? And you can do a lot of stuff with that. This can be a business cash advance. It can be a working capital loan. It can be a short-term loan. But yeah, so the funding speed, it can be instant. It can be an instant loan if you have all the paperwork, or it might take all the way to 3 days, okay, if you need to have a extra time to gather the paperwork. And what are the pros and cons here? Application is quick and easy. We love that. And you're able to receive funds within hours. And you have a daily or weekly payment option. No business lien placed. Okay, so there is no personal guarantee. There is no pledging of business assets. And there is no application fee. The con is that they're not at all digital. You have to contact them. You have to work with them. I mean, if you are in that space where you love to do things manually, to call someone on the phone, to send the paperwork via email, then you want to work with Rapid Finance. Okay, so when you think about Rapid Finance, I want you to think about a platform that offers business loans for bad credit instant approval, but also they offer something called merchant cash advances. Okay, and so this is the kind of a situation where instead of charging an interest rate, you sell a portion of your futures card sales in exchange of an upfront lump sum, okay? And your total payment will be capped typically 125% to 150% of the borrowed amount, which is expected to be paid back within a year. So this is something you have to think about. All right. So if you're looking for financing between let's say 5,000 to 600,000, think about Rapid Finance. Number 3, folks, we have here Capitus. Our score 9.5 over 10, and this is great for short-term business loans for bad credit instant approval. And we love the fact that this is a lender that will approve you, let's say, an amount of 5,000 to $500,000. They want you to have 2 years in business and $250,000 average annual revenue and 625 credit score, but they can go as low as 525 with strong business performance, and the money is approved instantly if you have all the right conditions. Okay, and if not, funding speed can be 24 to 72 hours. Okay, and we love the fact that you have a 5 minutes application. You have competitive industry rates, and they have flexible terms to fit your business needs. So this is really good, and we love Capitus because they also have a team in place that will work with you. They will help you in terms of financing, and they will help you all the way. So it's important to have that relationship there. So Capitus 9.5 over 10. I'll be right back, but after this, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about business loans for bad credit instant approval. And here we have number 2, On Deck. Our score 9.5 over 10. So when you think about On Deck, you think about funds that are able to actually, you can use the funds for a constellation of factors. You can use it for, so first of all, the funding amount, $6,000 to $100,000, and the cost can be as low as a 13.99%. Average is 30%. Okay, the repayment terms, weekly payments for up to 6 months per draw. But this On Deck could be a business line of credit, or it could be structured as a business loan. Okay, and they will approve you instantly if you have all the requirements, if you meet all the requirements. Okay, otherwise funding can go all the way to 1 day. What are the pros here? You have minimal paperwork, fast approval and funding, transparent pricing. We love On Deck for that. And the cons: established business only, so you only have 6 months repayment for 8 draws. Okay, if you go with the business line of credit. But if you structure your loan as a business loan, then you can actually go all the way to 18 months. Okay, so On Deck offers business term loans and business term loans up to $500,000 and business lines of credit of up to $100,000 to qualifying small businesses. Okay, and we love the fact that their FICO score 500. So if you have 500 for FICO and you want to apply it through On Deck, you can still qualify. Number 1, folks, in our view, the best of the best, Fundbox. Our score 10 over 10. So when we talk about business loans for bad credit instant approval, Fundbox is a serious contender, if not the top contender. Okay, so here you're looking at business loans and business lines of credit that go from $1,000 to $150,000. The cost 10% to 68%. Okay, repayment terms, weekly payments for up to 24 weeks. So this is really short term, and funding speed as fast as 1 day. And in some cases, it can be instant again if you meet all the requirements. Okay, and so what are the pros here? Minimum credit score goes from 500 to 600. There is no impact on your credit score when you apply, so they have a soft pull. There are no draw fees if you go with the line of credit, but if you go with a loan, it's the whole notion of draw fees does not even exist. You have a fast approval and funding, okay? And what are the cons here? The maximum initial draw is $50,000 if you go with a business line of credit, and you must have a business checking account with a minimum balance of $500, and you could have large weekly repayments. Okay, so this is something you need to think about. So the thing is that the FundBot business loan is a common sense approach to small business funding with no paperwork or minimum credit score required, okay? And you can qualify for up to $150,000 in credit. And we love the fact that they were very transparent, very, very transparent. All right, folks. So here you have it. Now, I want to quickly talk to you about, I want to give you an overview. When we talk about business loans for bad credit, instant approval, there are a few things you need to think about first, okay? Instant approval means that you need to have all the paperwork ready. If you do that, then they will approve you instantly, okay? And we all know that low credit scores can make it more difficult to get small business loans, but fortunately, there are financing options that may be available, okay? So we're talking about what? Merchant cash advances, invoice factoring arrangements, lines of credits, business loans, short-term business loans, working capital loans, business expansion loans, equipment financing. Okay, it's important to understand that if you want to get a business loan with bad credit, you really, really want to pay attention to cash flows. They want to pay attention because lenders will want to pay attention to your revenue. So your revenue must be substantiated. Okay, this is important, and so must be your profitability. So your cash flows is critical here. So pay attention to that. And in some cases, the lender wants you to be in business for 2 years. But again, if you have a startup, let's say less than 6 months of operational history, but you do have strong cash flows, they'll take care of you. Okay, and how do you choose the right business loan with bad credit? Please first check your credit. Okay, yes, we understand that you're probably thinking, well, I've already checked my credit, but have you really paid attention to your credit score? Are you sure that your score is 500? Are you sure there's 550? Are you sure you have not been a victim of identity theft? Okay, there is a constellation of factors that can actually bring your FICO score down. So first you want to check your credit score to make sure that whatever they say you have as FICO score is actually true. Next, you want to search for lenders more likely to offer you a loan based on your credit profile or even your revenue model, okay? Consider creative solutions. Talk about alternative lenders. Talk about online lenders. A lot of people think about banks, they want to borrow from traditional banks, but when you have poor credit and you're looking for instant approval, no bank will give you that money. No. Instant approval, no. And always also trying to reduce the amount of money you want to borrow, right? I mean, you may not be able to get all the business funding you need now. So you want to set priorities and look for financing to achieve your most important goals, okay? And make sure you have sufficient cash flow to support the frequent payments and high interest rates on these loans, okay? So many times what we have seen is that lenders who give you business loans for bad credit instant approval, they will take daily or weekly direct debits from your business bank account to repay the financing. So that means you need to ensure that you not only have the cash flow to service the debt, but you have consistent cash flow going through your business to support that payment schedule. And so one thing I want to say here is that if you cannot get approved for a business loan for bad credit instant approval, there are a few things you need to do. And please do not panic, okay? Even if you do your homework and try to pick the best loans that you can qualify for, your loan application may still be rejected, okay? And I understand, I really understand. This could be frustrating and disheartening. We see this every single day with some of our clients, and not every application is perfect. So there are 4 things I want you to do. Okay, do not panic. First, you want to monitor your credit, because it just means that you are in an industry where the lenders pay attention to your personal credit. They don't want to pay attention to your EIN only application, or you haven't structured your application as an EIN only format. So you really want to pay attention to your credit. Okay, so you want to there are several ways to do this for free, including annualcreditreport.com. or you can go to Credit Karma, or you can go to Nerd Wallet, you can go to Wallet Hub, you can go to CreditWise. There is a variety of places where you can actually get your credit score for free. You want to reduce debt. Okay, it's important to understand that debts, the higher the debt level that you have, the lower your credit score. So we are talking here about CUR, credit utilization ratio, and debt to income ratio, your DTI. So those are two metrics that you want to pay attention to if you want to reduce your debt level. Okay, and you want to make each and every loan or credit card payments on time. As you can understand, that payment history accounts for 35% of your credit score. So if you can be financially responsible and be disciplined in terms of repaying your debts and do this every time on time, you stand a great chance of actually increasing your credit score, of course. And please, while you're doing that, work also on your business credit. This is important. You can build business credit even as you work on your personal credit. So if you can do those two things simultaneously, there is a big chance of you getting the loan that you need next time you apply. Before I actually go further, please check out this short loan evaluation approach video. We do have a rigorous method here on this show when it comes to analyzing, reviewing, and categorizing business loans for bad credit instant approval. Check this out. All right, folks, this is the end of today's conversation. I want to quickly recap what we talked about. So here are the top 10 business loans for bad credit instant approval. Number 1, Fundbox, 10 over 10. Number 2, OnDeck, 9.5 over 10. Number 3, Capitus, 9.5 over 10. Number 4, Rapid Finance, 9 over 10. Number 5, PayPal, 9 over 10. Number 6, Lendio, 8.5 over 10. Number 7, Credibly, 8.5 over 10. Number 8, Biz2Credit, 8 over 10. Number 9, Bluevine, 7.5 over 10. Number 10, National Funding, 7 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.